So I'm at the other Chademo charger in Olot. We drove past the other one that we was at last week to get to this one, and we came to this one because it's got a better cafe here. We had quite a nice little bit of a sandwich here and a drink or something, and they've even got corn burgers as well, which is quite nice. And I wanted to come to this one because last time I came here it wasn't working, didn't get activated by the card I got. I was using the Girona card and for some reason it just wouldn't have it and wasn't doing it. I hadn't got the Barcelona card at the time, so I couldn't try that one either. So I thought, well, let's come to this one and give it a go and see what we can do with it. So we got here anyway and pulled in. The car park's pretty empty, the cafe's pretty empty, and it wasn't busy at all, and everything went just spot on perfect. Put the card up against it. I've got my little card pocket here and didn't need to go for my new motion card or anything. I just went straight for the this one here, the one from Girona, and put it up against there. Worked straight away. The only thing I had with it was the fact that I'd parked on the wrong side. I should have gone to the other side of the charger to get to the Chademo, and would have been a little bit easier. What I had to do was I had to go around the back of the charger here to route the cable around the back to be able to fit it into the socket at the front. But apart from that, everything was just perfect. So I learnt a little bit anyway. So when you go into a charging place there, have a look at which side the charging point is for your car, and make sure you go to whatever's going to sort of work best for the cable. Anyway, so let's have a look and see what we've got to do with this. I've got to get the card out again, the Tarjeta vehicle electric, and we'll see what we've got to do with this. So this is the charging here. I've got to put that up against there, so I'm going to do some stopping. I've got up to 98%, and I've been here 39 minutes. Supposed to be just for 30 minutes here, but there's obviously no sort of physical sort of or plugged in or coded in sort of amount of charging. And as you can see, I've got over 15 kilowatts in there. So it says I've got another 20 minutes left on there. And what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to press on stop, and it's stopping for me. So that was nice and easy, wasn't it? So that's all the details there, and all I've got to do now is click on sort here, and I've exited that. So I've just got to pull the thing out of the car now, and as you see, I've got to go around the other side of it and plug it in there and tuck it in there. So that was nice and easy, wasn't it? So see, it's a bit of free charging there. I had about 60% when I got here, and I've got 98% in now, so I'm delighted. And we can continue our journey and head up to Villalonga de Ter, where we went last week. And we're going to do some walking there tomorrow. Going to walk down to Camprodon probably. It depends on my wife's cold to a certain extent. And then we're going to go to maybe have a drive up to Set Casas. And then by then it's going to be time for driving home again. So I'll talk to you again soon. Bye bye now. So I'm in the forest, well, on a track beside the forest really, and there's a little river just over there, and the trip's gone well so far. We pulled into Olot, got charged up. After Olot we went to, well, straight on to Villalonga, and pulled into Villalonga with around about 73%, 72%, something like that in the battery, and left it there for the night and this morning. And what we're going to do next is going to get back in the car again and head to the next town up, Set Casas. There's no chargers around this area, so we're going to have to just use what we've got. There's plenty of juice in the battery to get up to Set Casas, back down to Camprodon, and then onwards back to Olot to fill up with some electrons again before heading back home again. So that's the plan for the day with the charging of electric car Rosie, Red Rosie. Okay then, so we're in Olot again, and we stopped here at this one with the Be Correct restaurant because it's a good restaurant, and because the other place is a rubbish restaurant, and obviously it's nice to have somewhere where you can stop and feel confident that the hygiene of the restaurant is just what you'd like to have and so on. So we actually drove past the other place again to come to this one, and once again the Girona electric vehicle charging card worked for me, and the car started charging no problem at all. We had 60% in the battery when we got here, so we didn't use much coming from Camprodon to get down to here. In fact, I was putting juice back into the battery using the regen coming down the bit of the mountain that was coming down. and we're here in Olot, just filled up, and I've got 96% in there. So I was here about 40 minutes, which was long enough to enjoy an ice cream and to think about getting moving on again. And I've had to turn off the air conditioning so that the noise of the fan's not too much for this video. And you know what? It's bloody boiling, it is. I've got sun streaming through the windscreen, and it's really, really hot now. It's much hotter than it was up in the mountains. Camprodon was nice. We saw bridges, we saw rivers. There was lots of bridges. And the smell of the place was marvellous, because there's lots of cake shops there making lovely pastries, and I was wishing I had smell-o-vision for my videos and my photographs, because it was really nice and it made you feel hungry and wanting to eat some more cakes. And we got some food there at a restaurant which was good food and cheap, and you can't ask for better than that, can you? So now we're going to head back towards home, and I don't think it's going to use much juice on the way back. Probably about 40% of the battery, and I'll plug it in ready for the morning, and everything's just fine.